Hey, Thomas Bartke here. And in today's video, I want to walk you through a phenomenon that kind of explains why it is so powerful to get owner financing, possibly from a free and clear home, or you can also do this with a home that has a low loan balance still on it. But let's just say it's a free and clear home owner who so it's an owner who owns their home free and clear. You've located it by doing a mailing campaign to them, and now you're going to get a deal from them where you say, okay, I'm going to pay you $100,000 total, and I'm going to just make you a $1,000 monthly payment, and I'm going to make that payment for 60 months. That's 5 years, right? 60 months, 5 years. Every month I'm going to pay you $1,000. And then after that, the balance on the loan is going to be 40,000, and I'm going to pay that off in full at that time. Okay? So basically, if you explain it like that to the homeowner, they might say, well, that's fine. You know, I'm going to get $1,000 per month. That's good. That covers what I need to get in cash flow. And then at the end, I'm still going to have $40,000 coming after 5 years. That's great. And the guy is offering me, you know, full value for the house. The house is worth $100,000, let's just say. And so I'm going to get full price offer for my house. I'm going to get the monthly payment that I need. And then at the end, I'm going to still get $40,000 after 5 years, so I can, cash out of the loan at that time. So great. So now, essentially, in essence, what you've done here, you've negotiated a 0% owner finance deal, right? Because if you're paying them $1,000 for 60 months, and then at the end of that 60 payments, you still owe him only $40,000. That means the entire $1,000 for all of these 60 months has gone towards the principal, and you haven't paid any interest over the period of these 5 years. All right? So far so good. Now let's see what that really means in terms of a discount in terms as opposed to a discount in price. Okay? So let's just fill in regular, not terribly high interest rate at this point right here. Let's call it 6%, okay? And now, watch what happens if I hit OK on this. Watch what happens to the loan value, or this is essentially your purchase price, okay? Assuming this is just 100% owner financing, okay? So watch what happens to the loan value if you have the same scenario here. You're making $1,000 a month monthly payments for 60 months, and then at the end you owe $40,000. If you had to pay 6% interest factored into these numbers, but these numbers don't change, okay? What's going to change is this here. Watch out. Watch what happens. Bam! It goes down almost $20,000, almost $19,000. That means you really have negotiated in this deal here, even though you're paying full price $100,000, you have actually negotiated a profit of almost $19,000 in that deal for you. And that is just assuming a very, kind, among friends interest rate for a non-qualifying loan of only 6%. All right? Now, okay? So the same thing is going to happen, but even more if you put like a more regular quote unquote interest rate on that of, let's say, 10%. Okay? So if you were to factor an interest rate of 10% in here, and you still have to make nothing changes about these numbers here, these terms, but this one is going to drop down. Watch it. Watch this when I hit enter here. Bam, another $10,000 off the value of that loan if you were to factor in a 10% interest rate. Now, a 10% interest rate, now here's the flip side of this, okay? So really, what you can say is you have negotiated a profit margin here for yourself of somewhere between $19,000 and $29,000 in this deal. And really what happens, here's the flip side for the seller, and this is a fairly big disadvantage for the seller, is that if they were to go out and try to sell that note that has a face value of $100,000, but it has 0% interest rate, and it has a runtime of 5 years, even if they were into that term a little bit, if they wanted to go ahead and sell that note, they would just off the bat get a huge drop in the value that they're going to get. All right. So right off the bat, without any payments having been made or anything, they would have to get and give a $29,000 discount to any halfway serious note purchaser who would give them offer them a price on the note that would give them, the note buyer, a return on their investment of 10%. All right. Now, if you're getting involved in a little bit more serious note buyers, okay, they might be looking for 20% return on their investment. Check out what happens there. Bam, goes down to 52,581. So that's almost a 50% drop from the original value. And this is not, this is the beginning value of the note based on whatever interest rate that we're putting into this field right here. All right. So that's the power. That's really the power of negotiating owner financing with a low interest rate or possibly a 0% interest rate. And it's not that hard to negotiate that if you're doing it just based on, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay you $100,000 for the house, but I'm not going to pay you everything right up front. I'm going to make you a monthly payment of $1,000, okay, right into your pocket for 60 months. So I'm going to make 60 payments of $1,000. And then at the end, I'm still going to owe you, I'm still going to give you $40,000 on that loan. All right. So there you have it, the power of 0% interest rate and owner financing. And, really it has to do with the power of compounding interest, but definitely something worth studying and worth knowing. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. This is Thomas Bartka. Take care.